Hello, everybody, and very warm welcome to Ask the Accountant Network's Pitstop Podcast. We're here for Ask the Bookkeeper, where we change our name for the wonderful bookkeeping community and make sure they feel the love they deserve. And we're here with a special guest. Why are you here, and who are you? Go for it.
I'm Elle. I'm the founder associate at Meshed, the UK's first AI native insurance broker. And I'm here, of course, to see you, number one. And secondly, to see some of our lovely bookkeeping friends and catch some of the fabulous talks. Fave so far, probably Dave Selleck.
Oh, has that been and gone?
It's been and gone.
That was a popular...
God, he just blows my mind.
Yeah.
He can just get up on stage and do a demo.
Yeah.
In fact, when I do a demo to everybody, my team of 6, of course it goes wrong.
Yeah.
And he can just do it in front of a crowd. So
thousands of people.
Fine. So yeah, that's why I'm here, and yeah, it's been so much fun so
amazing
far.
Now we're going to dig deeper into the event itself. So what was your first impression of this event? I mean, you've now started to go to quite a few events. I've seen you at quite a few. You know, you're popping up here, there, and everywhere. Talk to me. What's your first impression of this event? What stands out to you about it?
I think the thing that stands out to me as someone who's quite new to the bookkeeping community and the accounting kind of world in general, it's just how unbelievably friendly everybody is. I mean, before this, I was in kind of life sciences, biotech, which is an amazing industry, but it's very, very competitive. Yeah. Everything's very proprietary. There isn't the same, perhaps warmth and community that there is here. Yeah. And everyone is just so welcoming. And also just all of the incredible tech vendors. I feel like it's such an exciting time to be in tech in this space. Yeah. And, in particular, I think Dave Selleck and also doing our podcast has really highlighted that for me. So yeah, just seeing faces old and new, but just how welcoming and friendly the community is, I think, has really struck me. Yeah.
I love that. And it must be good because talk to him about your podcast, right? Because you're seeing people around who's been on it, right?
Yeah, there's been quite a few podcast alumni here. So our podcast is called When It Matters. So we did our first episode, I think, in August last year. No, before that, in May last year, before my time actually. So my boss did it. But the podcast basically looks to spotlight accountants, bookkeepers, and fractional CFOs who are doing things differently. And of course, as a podcast alumni, sneaky plug, Aaron's episode is coming out probably beginning of January, I think. So kicking off the new year with a bang. But we were speaking to loads of amazing accountants, bookkeepers, fractional CFOs in the early days of Mesh. And it always struck us that you guys just have so much knowledge and wisdom about numbers, but running a business in general. You're there from day one. You're there, whenever something goes wrong, you're the first to know. When something goes well, you're the first to know. And I remember, I think it was David Addison from Utopia was saying how, his clients talked to him about things they wouldn't even share with their partners.
Okay.
You guys are such,
definitely,
your numbers people, your sounding boards and confidants. And just, this incredible source of knowledge and wisdom. So, that's why we have our podcast. And I love that.
And this is why these events are so important, right? Because it gives us a chance to talk to one another and understand one another and find the pain points. And it's conversations like this that are really important. So, speaking of this event, tonight we've got the Luca Awards. And you're coming to the Luca Awards, I heard.
I'm coming to
You're on the red carpet. You're going to be interviewing and everything else. I mean, how does it feel to be coming to a Luca Awards, a special event like that? How excited are you for it?
I'm actually so excited. It's funny because my wonderful CEO, Mark, he also loves coming to these events. Unfortunately, he couldn't come to this because he's got to look after the kids and stuff up north, and he lives in Glasgow. But he doesn't really like black tie as a thing. Okay. However, I love black tie. Black tie is my domain. I would wear black tie every day if I could.
Really?
So at first I was like, oh my gosh, black tie event, that sounds so fun. And then I saw who was going and actually the whole setup of the event. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so excited. So it's my first one. And it's also my first evening event for accountants and bookkeepers as well. So I'm really excited to have a boogie.
You will see a different side to the accounting industry and bookkeeping industry, especially this event. I mean, I'm always that kind of guy who typically at an event, I'll get into a corner and I'll talk to it. I'll talk. Typically. And I'm the guy who's like, we should turn the music down a little bit. Do you know what I mean? But then you take me to an event like this and you can't get me off that dance floor. You know what I mean?
Oh my God, I can't wait.
Yeah. You put a bit Taylor Swift or whatever it is.
Oh my God,
and I'm on there. So yeah.
I'm gunning for some Taylor Swift.
Oh, and really especially I've been learning the dance moves. Are you learning the dance moves for the new song?
Oh my God, no, 100%. The TikTok trends.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'll be there. Can you do them?
Yeah, I've been. I
Should
mean,
we
I
do it
may
together?
improvise, but we've got that. We've got that done. Yes, and it's not what you expect from this industry, right? Like you coming in kind of newish to it. How's your expectation versus reality been?
What's really got me excited about is the adoption of this really emerging tech. Like I think a lot of the other industries I've been in the past. I mean, biotech is a good example. Like adoption so slow, and like there's and obviously regulatory is a big part of that. But I'm surprised at how unimaginably tech forward and tech savvy everybody is.
Yeah.
And I think of course not everyone is maybe like Dave Selick level. I think maybe. But I think
there's levels, and he's above the normal level. Yeah.
It's my mind. But I think that makes me really excited about the future of the industry, and particularly before I came into this industry, I like so many professions. Tech's gonna replace or tech's gonna disrupt, and actually, I think having spoken to accountants and bookkeepers and seen how unbelievably indispensable they are to businesses, and also how amazing they are at adopting emerging tech and embracing that, makes me so excited for the industry in a way that I hadn't maybe expected before I kind of came into this community. Yeah.
And speak a bit about Meshed, right? Because that is tech forward. That is like, we're talking cutting edge here, right? So you seeing that must give you a big hope and a big praise that, you know what, Mesh is doing the right thing here, right?
Yeah, massively. I think that's a really good point. Like, I think, we're very high conviction. I'd say we've consistently sort of been able to validate what we were hoping, right? That insurance is an unbelievably antiquated industry, pushing PDFs around. It's akin to, accounting where, there are some firms who are still, I think less and less now, but receiving shoe boxes of receipts.
Yeah.
And I think, we're on a similar kind of trajectory. But I think, accountants embracing this emerging tech. And also a big part of it has been, a lot of these companies moving from compliance-based to advisory practices. And of course, in what we do at Mesh is we save significantly on the kind of brokerage fees, so customers can pay significantly less for their insurance. And so, again, tying into that piece around how not only can I obviously, help on tax returns, but how can I actually really optimize their finances? And I think that's been really well timed with these accountancy practices moving to advisory and therefore offering those extra services. For example, how can we save on your insurance and these overheads that you need, that you will be paying for for the foreseeable, but how can we make them more affordable?
It's like it's all coming at the same time.
It feels like the timing feels really right. And that's so, obviously in startup world, that's so important. I think, obviously product and, product market fit to a degree, but timing is absolutely essential. It's got to be the right time, and hopefully seems like we are. So, yeah.
I love that. Now, normally this question I pose to people, because we're busy people, accountants, bookkeepers, and we're asked to come to these events, and we love coming to the events, but we want to make the most of them, right? And a lot of these is about, or this particular question is normally about, right, how do you make the most out of this event and go from there? But I want to flip it on the head for you, because I want to know from a vendor, how do you get benefit out of these events? Because, you could go to every single event out there, right? And then you'll have no time to do anything else. But how do you make sure, A, you pick the right one, and B, that you make the most out of them from a vendor point of view, from your point of view?
That's such a good question. I mean, it's funny because I don't yet think of myself as a vendor in the sense of course we are, but we're still early on in the game. And often when I come to these events, I obviously want to meet loads of people. And I think, what's really important with accountants in particular is that trust has really got to be there before you start selling anything. And I think in particular, I'm not even in the sales team really at Mesh. My focus is on product, and then also I get to do the fun stuff like the podcast and marketing, stuff like that. So I would say, for me, I want to meet as many people as possible. If people are interested in tech and what's new, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'd love to show you a little bit about what I'm currently, what we're working on here at Mesh, what we're building, and kind of get feedback from the kind of product side, because that is, completely game changing for me. And we do these kind of insight panels where we invite our accountant and bookkeeper friends, and some really tech savvy, some maybe kind of getting into tech a little bit more, and some, not necessarily super interested in tech, and all are great. And we kind of invite them, and we kind of demo them what's coming up in the next couple of months, what we're planning to ship, and just get hopefully brutally honest feedback. I think that's the only thing that's difficult, because everyone here is so nice. I'm like, please be honest. So I think when I come to these events, I definitely just want to first and foremost just meet people, learn about their practices, learn about what they're up to, and if they're interested in tech, maybe see if they want to get their honest feedback about what we're building. And of course, I'm also currently recruiting for season 2 of the podcast, because season 1 is now done, which is crazy.
It's mad, isn't it?
We recorded 25 episodes. I think you guys were 20 actually.
Oh, excellent, excellent.
So also thinking about who we want to have on the roster for season 2. So I think it's going to be a good one. Got some good people in the pipelines. That's very exciting.
Liking that.
So I feel for me, the angle doesn't really feel like a vendor. Yeah, maybe when we're bigger that will change. But I think for now, it's just about meeting amazing people doing really cool things in the accounting and bookkeeping space. Obviously, if they're interested in product and tech and new products, having a chat with them, because I would love to pick their brains about that. And then, maybe a podcast kind of appearance as well.
Love that.
So that's a really good question. That makes me think about how that might change in the future. But for now,
No, I mean it's great to see people like you coming into the industry and tackling it head on, right? Like first time I saw you pushing a microphone in the nicest possible way, pushing a microphone into me. Like that's what we need. We need that kind of. There's ways to tackle it. I think.
And you also helped me with I was having tech issues that day, and you very much came to my rescue. I was like,
That's what we're here. We're tech first in the accounting industry. Okay, so look. You've already answered this question, so I'm basically going to tell you not allowed to use the same answer. So you're going to think on your feet now.
Okay.
But what do you love about this industry? And you're not allowed to use how we're tech focused.
Oh, my goodness. I think it's the fact that, and I think doing the podcast has really taught me this, about how having a really good accountant and a really good bookkeeper, I really believe can be the difference between your business being wildly successful and your business, being compliant and doing fine. And I think compliance I'm new to this community, so I'm not probably well placed to talk about this properly, but from what I've observed, compliance is essential and has always got to be the kind of pillar and the backbone of a really good accounting and bookkeeping service and practice. But moving towards this advisory piece really excites me, because I also think again, something that's kind of come up quite a lot in the podcast is how we're moving towards a kind of fractional future. So people are going to have potentially less full-time employees. The fractional CFO role, I think, is really exploding. We're seeing that more and more, particularly for Series A startups and beyond. And so I think the opportunity for accounts to have increasing major impact on a business's, obviously, operations and finances, but ultimately, whether they go on to be a multi-million-dollar company or whatever they define as success, whether they
lifestyle
dominate
company,
their market,
whatever it's going to be.
And I think, and that really excites me. I feel as though this industry has probably always been amazing to be in, but I feel like I'm kind of entering it and meeting people in it at a really exciting time, whilst we're having this shift to the advisory kind of practice.
That. That's a good answer. I like that. I like that a lot. And I think it's good seeing that from outside looking in.
Massively.
Because obviously, as an industry, we're desperate to get that. Well, we're desperate to take that to the next level. To survive, basically. But to see you seeing that is great. Now, that's what you love about the industry. What would you change about our industry?
Ooh, what would I change? I mean, maybe I wish we could have more events. I really do. I think
more.
Yeah, I wish we could have more. You probably would. You probably would. It's your full-time job, wouldn't it? Just be going to parties. I mean, honestly, sounds great.
It sounds, I'm up for it.
But I think I've talked a little bit about bookkeepers in particular. I mean, I've been meeting a lot more bookkeepers in the run-up to this, because I wanted to do a bookkeeping special podcast, and in the end, we had too many people for it. So instead, I'm doing the little red carpet interviews.
Nice.
That'd be fun. But I think maybe the profession potentially can be a little bit lonely for a sole practitioner.
Yeah, 100%.
And we're moving more towards remote working. The other thing that I would say actually that I'm really passionate about is I think accountants should, maybe it'd be interesting to kind of review like cyber risk more often.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
Because I feel like a lot of the accountants I speak to, quite a few of them don't have cyber cover in place, or maybe they do, but it's very kind of minimal.
Yeah.
And I think, I don't know if you saw this, I think it was last week, Jaguar reported £485 million loss from a cyber attack. Solely because of the cyber attack.
Wow.
And I think there's this myth that I'm a smaller practice.
Yeah.
What are they going to want with me? And actually, it's very much the opposite. And actually, iCore has a really good article about this. I don't know if you can have links to this podcast, but if so, definitely. I can send it to you. About how small accounting firms are like prime targets for cybercrime because you guys have access to, a lot of really sensitive information that's kind of gold dust to a cyber criminal, like bank details, payroll details, HMRC, VAT, credentials, all of that. And then, if they get into your kind of systems, they potentially have access to like hundreds of companies, depending on how many customers you have. And I think also like from a customer's perspective, if you're looking to kind of, move increasingly into that business advisory piece, being able to advise your customers on like financial exposure and cyber risk, I think could be really game changing because I think it's the average, I think I have this right, the average cost for a business in the UK if they experience a cyber attack is just under £200,000, which is kind of, huge, right?
Yeah.
And you've got kind of not only that, but like reputational and regulatory fallout if there's a data breach. I mean, 100%. It's just a bit of a nightmare. And I think if I could change one thing, maybe it would be that like the prevalence of cyber risk is just a little bit more talked about in this community. Because I genuinely think it would save people a lot of money and also a lot of potentially regulatory headaches and also just stress down the line. Yeah.
And I feel like you need to start flying this flag more because I mean we need more advocates for it. I'm fully with you. I'll always remember at Accountex South, it was very much a zone that they created for the cybersecurity area, and like this was like and it was like accountants bookkeepers walking past going, why do we need, like everything you were just saying there.
Well, that, and also in the iCore article, they talk about how accountancy smaller firms are targeted as well because they're perceived to like potentially have less defenses in place and like maybe be using legacy systems or maybe have like a smaller IT budget. But like cyber cover and insurance is not a substitute for like good sort of cyber hygiene, but like it doesn't have to be expensive, and I think people will talk about it more because I think we're seeing more headlines and stuff in the press about cyber attacks. But that would be my PSA for today. Check on your cyber hygiene and your cyber.
For every day is a school day, right? Every day is a school day, right? Let's talk about my favorite subject, technology. So I'm going to give you a time machine, and on that time machine, you're going to go back 12 months. Could be further if you need to, but let's say 12 months.
Okay.
And what I want you to take with you with that time machine is a piece of technology from today that you wish that 12 months ago you had involved, and is so powerful and so useful. Okay. It could be an app, it could be a gadget, it could be whatever it needs to be.
Okay.
You're allowed to take one item with you back 12 months and give it to yourself.
Okay.
12 months ago. What are you taking with you?
I've got it. Yeah. So for me, and I think the whole Mesh team are obsessed with this. This is like our top indispensable piece of tech is Whisper AI. Do you use Whisper?
No. Tell me.
So, and actually, Dave Selleck in his like collection of tools, he mentioned a competitor of Whisper, which I need to try and see if it's better. I can't remember what it's called. But Whisper AI
drama.
I know, drama, yeah. So I need to try and see how they compare. But Whisper AI is basically a voice transcription tool, and you just press a key, I can't remember which key it is on your keyboard, and then you just talk, and it will just transcribe it into any text box. So like whether it's a Word doc or in a Slack message or in an email.
Okay.
And I mean, I'm quite a slow typer, bane of my life. And I don't know if you're all the same, but with WhatsApp, I don't type, I just voice note. I'm one of those annoying people.
We'll talk about that later.
The 5-minute long voice note, that's been me. So I'm absolute sucker for Whisper AI. And I think it probably saved me the most time, but also the transcription is really, really good. It's so accurate. And you can add words into a dictionary. So like 0, it would always put a Z, but you can change it to an X and it will add it. And then you can also use command mode where you can say, can you write this more? I'm going to speak into it. Can you tidy it up and make it more formal? A bit how you would ChatGPT copy and pasting, but you say it and then it like pastes it, kind of made far more formal and smooth. So I would say Whisper AI is a game changer, guys. shout out to Whisper AI.
I mean, I'm using ChatGPT to do the same. You're jumping through hoops and you're having to have this right button, and it doesn't quite work. So, okay, dedicated app for it. I'm on board. I've got to try it. I've got to give it. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you might want to check this out, but I think
quote of the month coming our way.
I think Whisper AI is part of the OpenAI.
Okay,
family.
ecosystem, right? Maybe, maybe.
What's your one, out of interest?
What tech that I'd take back? Oh, no one's ever asked me.
Yeah,
no one's ever.
No. The interviewer.
What would I take back now? I mean, actually, no. Mine's quite easy because it's completely changed the way we're doing podcasts at the moment. StreamYard, which is our platform of choice, have just released a solution where you can go vertical and horizontal at the same time.
Oh my God.
So whatever platform you're on, you can choose what it's going to look like for each one. So when we go live to like multiple, so Instagram and all this and the other. But the ability for us to go and be able to kind of dictate what it looks like, and we get to position each one. So for our vertical, it's going to be like this. For horizontal, like this. Game changer for live podcasting. Absolute game changer. Yeah.
We need to start using this.
No,
I'm so glad
honestly.
I knew you would.
Yeah,
I knew you would have something.
And just having that set up so it's going to go through. Because we've had it before where we've had a whole episode on Instagram with someone's chin. It's it's just zoomed in and that's where it is. Now we get to decide where it's going to be. So, that's what it's going to be. Right. You've already stolen the AI element of it. But if you were going to go 12 months forward, where do you see AI being in your world?
In insurance. The thing is, in insurance broking, there's always going to be a human element in insurance broking, right? Because it's so regulated, right? It's like you can be flying on autopilot, but you want the pilot sitting there. And I think that's going to be the case with loads of industries. I think where insurance is going to really experience like a bit of a renaissance in the AI era is where AI will be able to, kind of what we do at Mesh, and I think, other brokers and tech companies we're following suit, is we're automating that back office piece, right? So it's that content creation, it's like sending things back and forth, which means we can do obviously two main things. Firstly, we can spend much more time chatting to customers. So the time that we have to answer questions, if they go, I don't know if I'm actually covered for this in my policy, we can like talk, we have that time to really sit with them. And I just think there's this big misconception that like AI companies equals less human time and more time talking to bots. And
agreed.
I do not think that's the case.
Yeah.
I think the companies that are going to do it right are going to have more human in the loop.
Is it going to empower those humans, right? Who are doing the customer service, right?
100% customer service. I think I really don't think that bots are going to take over. The only thing that I think is maybe on the customer service or the kind of human facing piece is in terms of like calling people to ask them questions. We can have like potentially voice agents that can call.
Interesting.
And then when we get through, or not voice agents, but like agents that can do that calling. And then once we get through,
then you pass it over, so it's far more efficient. And actually, we are thinking, because we've heard that a bit of a pain point for you guys in the accountancy world is being on hold with HMRC. Yeah.
We're trying to get through. So we're like, HMRC agent, do we want a little gift from us to you? I don't know. So
sign me up.
Yeah.
Sign me up. How much have I wasted on that? I can tell you the call. Yeah, the tune.
Yeah. I think AI is going to be augmenting a really slick, fast and highly responsive customer service function, and also by automating the back office we'll be able to lower costs. I mean that's like Mesh's like whole mission is to make insurance cheaper, easier to understand and be more comprehensive, and AI is literally going to be able to drive all of that, I think.
Love that. Right, now it's the important part. Well, I say the important, the business end of the podcast now.
Oh my goodness, okay.
You are about to play our silly little game. And on our silly little game, you're allowed to ask me as many questions you like. And I've got 5 cards in front of me. And you've got to try and guess who these are. So you're allowed to anything. All I'm allowed to say is yes or no. Any point you're allowed to skip. If you skip, though, there's a 1-minute penalty to your time. And we have a scoreboard. Are you ready to play our silly little game?
I'm so ready.
Okay. You're allowed to ask me any silly little questions in 3, 2, 1. Go for it.
Is it a man or a woman? Oh, wait, no. Is it a man? Sorry. Is it a man?
Yes.
Has he been on our podcast?
Yes.
Ryan Percy.
Yes, my mortal enemy.
Oh my God.
Next.
Yes. Is it a man or a woman? Is it a man?
No.
Has she been on our podcast?
Yes.
Is it Stephanie Marshall?
No.
Is it Laura Menton?
No.
Is it Ariona?
Yes.
Oh my God. Yes. Is it a man?
Yes.
Have they been on our
Yes.
podcast? Is it Dave Selleck?
No.
Is it... Oh my God, I'm blanking. Who else has been on our podcast? Are they an accountant?
Yes.
Do they run their own practice?
Yes.
Is the episode out right now?
No.
Oh, that's tricky. Are they based up north?
Northish.
Is it Sam Tasker?
No.
Can I say pass?
You can, but it's a minute and you'll kick yourself.
I'm going to kick myself. Do they have blonde hair?
No.
Do they? Is it Derek Granger?
No.
Do they have dark hair?
Yes.
Oh my God, is it you?
Yes.
Sorry. I knew. Okay. Okay, is it a man?
No.
Is it a woman?
No.
Is it a dog?
I wish. No.
Is it a company?
Company's not the right word.
Is it ICB?
It's associated with ICB.
Is it the Luke Awards?
It's associated with Luke Awards.
Is it your podcast?
No.
I feel like you're looking over here, so I'm...
Yeah. Might say it over there.
Is it the Bookkeeper Summit?
It's the Bookkeeper Summit.
Yeah. Okay.
Final one. I've gone for a
A
curveball
wild
here
card.
for you. Yeah.
Okay. Is it a man?
No.
Is it a woman?
Yes.
Is it Stephanie Marshall?
No.
Okay. Is it Laura Manton?
No.
Man, have they been on the podcast?
On your podcast, no, but it should be.
Ooh. Have I met her?
I'd imagine you may not have met her, but you should know who she
I
is.
should know her.
Yeah.
Is she quite big on LinkedIn?
Yeah.
Is she nominated for an award
No,
tonight?
not tonight. No, she won't be here tonight.
Is this Billy McLaughlin?
No, but that's
I've
a good
always wanted to have her
shout.
on the podcast.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Her AI knowledge. Oh. I'm wasting your time.
Oh my God. Is it accountant she?
Yes, Rachel. Well done, well done, well done. And 2 minutes, 52 seconds. And the first time you've ever done it.
For the first time?
First time you've ever done this.
First time, yeah.
The first time you've ever played this game.
Ever done it.
Ever played this game. The first time. It's a really good time. That'll get you at least in the top 15, I think.
Is it out of
And
15?
you have destroyed Ryan Percy, my mortal enemy. So, well done. Right, I'm going to give you an opportunity. That camera, whichever camera you want to do,
Okay.
to plug and plug away. Go for it.
Oh, okay. Lots to plug. So we are finishing up season 1 of our When It Matters podcast. Aaron Patrick's been featured. So now you've got to tune in and give us a little follow on YouTube and LinkedIn. Mesh in general is doing very exciting things in insurance. We're saving maybe like up to 52% on all types of insurance in the UK. We work with small, medium-sized businesses. I think that's everything I want to plug for now. Trying to think if there's anything else. No, I think good with that.
Keeping it there.
With that.
But
yeah.
honestly, you need to follow her because she's got so much good content coming her way. You're a breath of fresh air to our industry. So thank you so much for coming along. And I use Mesh as well. So thumbs up from my end. It's working well my end. And that's it. That's been our episode of Ask the Accountant. Pitstop Podcast, or Ask the Bookkeeper as we are here at the ICB Summit. Thank you so much for joining us on our little conversational tour. If you like this content, you're in the right place. Make sure you like, subscribe, and all that sort of stuff because we have got so much content coming your way for the world of Ask the Accountant and everything else that comes with it. We've got our grid walk. We've got more amazing guests like we've had today. And yeah, it's been a great summit. So we can't wait to see where it goes from there. So it's a bye from me.
And it's a bye from me.
We'll just wave. Just wave. Awkward wave, everybody. Bye.